Good day, everybody. It's that time of year. It's the season of outdoor fairs. And although I do very little, mostly none, outdoor fairs, I've had experiences at pop-ups and what have you. And there are a ton of people that are doing their experiences at the fairs. Stuff y'all, y'all as fairgoers are doing that is either hilarious, annoying, and etc., etc. And I have a few to add to that list. However, I will start with vendors. Vendors, people are going to ask you questions, and they are reasonable questions. I once was at a fair. I liked these bowls. It didn't appear to me that this woman made the bowls herself. However, I wanted to know, can I microwave them? And she looked at me, I wouldn't. And I thought that that was a reasonable question. If I'm buying this, I need to know how to care for it. If it's no, it didn't mean I wouldn't buy it, or maybe it would, but it say how to care for it. That is a reasonable question that people will ask you. And another thing vendors might do is ignore people who they think are not customer worthy. Somehow you can be mulling around in a booth and no one will say even hello, even past, may I help you? Let me tell you a little about myself. I could see if you're busy doing something. And I can understand sometimes vending and you're trying to grab a bite to eat and people are constantly coming into your booth. So you really, you can't get a good bite to eat. So, there's that. I definitely can understand that. But don't ignore people, at least greet people when they come into your booth, and then don't make a conclusion on that person because you think they ain't buying. I can tell by the way they walked in here. You might be clairvoyant like that, but not 100%. Because I have walked out of booths that I have really had my wallet getting ready to come out of and just was ignored. And so I ignored them. So I moved on. But here's another thing that customers do that I think is a little shady. So they'll look around at your product and they'll go through everything. And then they'll say to you, whatever the color is that does not exist on that rack, they will ask for it. Oh, I just really like purple. You don't have any purple? Sometimes I will call their bluff when you want it. I could do it. But very rarely do I do that. I just say, it is what it is. No, I don't have that color. Another thing that they will do is they'll see something, really like it, to try it on, and then go, but you know what, green is just not my color. Now, this will be after people will have made all kinds of, oh man, that looks really nice on you. Oh girl, you should get all of that. And they oohing and eyeing themselves in the mirror. Now you know what the cost was before you tried it on. And then at some point, at that interaction, oh yeah, green, it's just not my color. I usually get something else that ain't on the rack. So, like I said, there are some people out there that are doing really funny takes on customers. I know one young lady who she did a video about, so you think you can make this? Okay, we're going to go through the steps. And she went through, it was hilarious. And not for nothing, we as artists, crafters, sewists, makers, as we go through the process, it is a lot of work. And probably for the hourly wage that you are actually buying the item for, is way less than what an hourly wage is. So I just want to make also a comment to about, asking for discounts and all of that kind of stuff. Just imagine your boss comes in the office, and there have been probably places where there have been cutbacks, but they come into your place where you're working, whatever you're doing, and say, listen, I can get somebody to do this for less. So, how about either you do it for less or I let you go? Which probably has happened to people. And I know that's devastating. So it's the same thing for artisans who are working hard on their work and, I understand if you can't afford it. Like it, you can't afford it. One of the things that you can do for artisans in that case is that you can share the work. Hey, I saw this fantastic person at this fair. It was lovely, etc., etc. And vendors, don't be afraid of people taking pictures of your stuff. God, let them take a picture and share it. Believe me, they're not a spy for Shimu, Timu, or whatever it is, because those companies are out there already on Instagram looking. They're doing whatever they're doing. They really don't need some individual walking down the street taking a picture of your stuff. But I understand people are very, worried about, people copying stuff. That is the price of doing business. However you protect yourself from that, okay. But it's the season, and I hope you all get out there and have a good time and find items that you like, just like this is from my good friend, Shimoda. And she does beautiful fiber arts. So find her and follow her. And then my other good friend, Laura's glass plates. I finally got the plate stands. I have some other ones of her plates. And now I have served cake on these plates, and this is an example. I asked her, can I microwave them? She said, listen, I don't know what's going to happen when it gets into the microwave. She gave me the information, and I still bought the plates. They're hand washed, but they're just so beautiful. I don't need to do anything else. These plates, I don't believe she is making the plates anymore. At the time, her name was Joy. She is now doing something different, creative, but these are her plates that I have eaten off of, but I stopped because I just didn't want to mess them up, and they look fine as sculptures in my china cabinet. And I'll put links to some of the hilarious vendor experiences in the description box. You all have a good time out there seeking out new products and vendors, and let's all be friends. But if you can't be, you're going to continue to be hilarious, we're going to continue to talk about you. And that means you vendors as well. Y'all can be shady as well. So just be good and kind, and you is important. But have a good time out there seeking out beautiful, beautiful items that you will love forever. Handmade is the way to go. handmade. If you can, do it. Thanks for stopping by.